Hey there guys, it's Carly. Welcome back to my channel. I actually have an absolute pile of things that I really desperately need to do. So in this week's video, I'm going to be taking you guys on a absolute full to the brim, get it done weekend. So if that's something you're keen to see, grab yourself a cuppa and let's get into the video. So my first job and one of my favorite jobs is to do the washing, and considering that I don't have any children, I always seem to have a whole heap of washing to do. And it's actually one of my favorite jobs to do the washing, but not necessarily to hang the washing out, but I realize that that is a crucial part of the washing process. So at the moment I'm just putting on a load of whites, but I also have to put on a load of darks at some point as well. And I'm also going to, while I'm here in the laundry, get down my winter lamb's wool doona and exchange that for the lighter summer bamboo one, because things are starting to get a little bit more colder at the moment. So with changing the bed, not only am I going to change all of the linen and swap over the doona, but I'm also going to put the mattress protector in the wash as well. And I did recently buy myself a backup of those because for a long time I only had one, which was not very smart when you have to put it on in the wash. And I'm also going to take two of my pillows and wash them as well. What probably a lot of people don't realize, and I'm certainly not good at maintaining this, is that every 6 months you should be washing your pillows, because they are sort of a bit of a breeding ground for bacteria. And I think it's kind of one of those things that we often forget about and we don't get around to. And likewise, I don't get around to swapping around my mattress either. But you know, I'm not going to do that today. That will have to be another job for another time. So now that I've made an awful mess of things in the bedroom, it's time to put my linen in that load of whites, and I'll have to put the doona aside to do in a separate load. While I'm in the laundry, I'm also going to wipe down the windowsill. For some reason, we've had an infestation of ants recently, and there are dead ants all over the windowsill, and I literally cannot deal with looking at them even more. So I'm going to get my microfiber cloth and just dust them into the sink. Then I'm going to head into the bedroom in my makeshift linen cupboard and pull out my tablecloth, which recently had a wash, and put that on the dining room table. Next up on the agenda, I have a whole heap of recycling to take out to the bin, and then I'm going to go back to the linen cupboard and get out some fresh towels. I absolutely love these white bamboo towels. I realize that white is a bit of a dangerous color when it comes to towels, but I only use them a couple of times and then chuck them in the wash, and it keeps them nice and fresh. And I really just think having those crisp, white, soft towels just looks so aesthetic and cozy. I'm going to head back to the laundry now. My load of whites is done, and get those ready to hang out and put the doona in for its turn in the washing machine. If you're new to my channel, this is my boy Mac. He's a bull Arab cross Great Dane and certainly a great companion on those days where you have a lot of housework to do. Here to provide a little happy face and just give me a little bit of company while I move about around the laundry and the yard. Next, I need to empty my little Dyson vacuum cleaner. I try and do this maybe once a week or once a fortnight, and I just tip it into the bin. I probably need to actually give it a proper wipe out and a deep clean, but I'll get around to that soon. And while I'm in the business of dealing with the vacuum cleaner, I also need to put it on the charger because I took it out to start vacuuming the floors and realized that the battery was dead and it needed to be charged. So I couldn't get onto that. So instead I headed out the back, of which there was a ton of little grass seedlings and sprouts popping up in all the gardens and the concrete. So I got my weed killer and started moving around the backyard attacking those. A few days later, I headed down to my parents' house, and continuing on with getting the jobs done, I needed to sit down and get into my journal and do a little bit of journaling. I also had quite a bit of computer work to do, particularly YouTube work. And if you don't know this, I actually work full-time as a teacher and make YouTube videos in my spare time. So how I'm able to effectively do that is by batching. So either on the weekends or particularly the school holidays, and I'm very blessed to have school holidays, I will batch a couple of videos, and sometimes I will get 2 or even 3 videos done in one weekend. So that will last me about 2 weeks. And my aim is to try and get as many videos filmed in the school holidays so that when I go back to regular work during the term and things start to get a little bit more hectic and stressful, I've got a whole heap of videos already scheduled and I don't need to be trying pumping out so many of them during an already busy school term. Another thing that I haven't done for a very long time, embarrassingly so, is given my car a good clean. And sometimes I'll just do the cheats way and get in with the vacuum cleaner and vacuum it, but not dust it out. So today I decided to get in and dust and do all the windows first, and then I hopped in with the vacuum cleaner and gave it a really good vacuum. The outside of it was also quite muddy. It had bugs, it had cobwebs on it as well. So my mum and I headed to the car wash, and I was a bit bougie. Instead of getting out and doing the handheld, I paid a little bit of money and got myself the drive-in proper car wash job, which is always fun to sit in the car and watch all the suds come up around you. And my final job was to head to Woolies and grab a few bits and pieces to tire me over for the next couple of days. I'm kicking myself that I didn't do a before and after, but I rearranged some of the shelves on Mum's bookcase in the study. So I've got a nice blue shelf there, black, white, red and brown and orange, and then that's colourful. And then that one's colourful too. And I couldn't touch any of Mum's books, so I just did the ones that I was allowed to touch. But I think that it looks really cool and aesthetically pleasing. Good morning everyone. It's a couple of days later and I just pulled up at school. I've got so much work that I need to get done, so I'm going to head on into the staff room and sit down for a full day worth of schoolwork and a heap of marking. But I just thought I'd end off this get it all done with me video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want some more of this lifestyle, organization and productivity content, don't forget to subscribe down below. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you all in my next video.